TJ Weber, Nick Yahl, Brews on the Balcony.
Nick, what is up, brother? It's been too long, and
I
don't think the people really expected a return like this. This is incredible. The Brews on the Balcony podcast lives on, but yet we go back to the original name. The name it was always meant to be the TJ Weber Show.
The TJ Weber Show is always. I feel like this is just a long-term play. And dry ripping right off the beginning. I mean, we're back where we started. Your internet's already shit.
It's not shit. It's not shit. It's perfect. No.
Your internet's already chopping, so we don't miss a beat on this.
No, it's one of those things where, as you can see, like, you know, usually people that create a new podcast would make sure, like, the studio's set up. No, I have ripped my studio to shreds. Like, let's take a look at this, Nick. I don't know if you can see this camera or not. I mean, everything. We got the nice vacuum right there hanging out. Everything is getting packed up because, Nick, we're moving to new house, new studio coming up soon. It's exciting. But yeah, the production value is dog shit. But you know what? That's not. I was sitting there going, the people need Nick Yahl. That's what I said. And we're gonna record, and I'm gonna look I'm recording on a potato right now.
Big T will be happy about that. You know, our number one listener. We come back from the from the depths of goneness to now
goneness.
Back.
I like that.
Goneness.
You know, I listened to a few episodes of Brews the other day, and I was impressed. That's a key word to use there. I was very impressed at the fact that we did that show for that long and had any listeners because
with yourself or with me.
I was impressed that we actually had people listening. I'm shocked with the content we had. It's like, God, this is a dumpster fire, but it actually was a pretty entertaining show. I'll be honest with you.
I mean, I'm a pretty entertaining guy. I don't know about yourself.
Yeah. See, this is where I needed the drops ready. This show is going to continue to, you know, just get to a level that we want it to be. The drops are going to come back. We're going to have the better camera for me, the new studio. But I was excited. The TJ Weber Show's back. Nick, you're on the first episode of Brews on the Balcony, which is a part of the TJ Weber Show. You understand it? I know it's a lot of moving parts.
I know it's a lot of things. I'm taking it back to that time that we were in, what was it? That place on Main Street in St. Charles when we were talking about doing a podcast.
Yeah. That was RT Weiler's. Do you remember that place?
RT Weiler's, yes.
Yeah.
Back in the days. And it's everything's coming back. You know, the 590 CBS Sports 920 days when you would walk out of the studio and I'd walk in to help out with the morning after when I was an intern back at University of Missouri, who, by the way, TJ, I mean, and to keep with the commonalities of this show, did you see Tigers got big quarterback yesterday?
Yeah, again, we don't give a fuck. This is one of those shows I was hoping it was going to be evergreen. You know, we bullshit about the old days. We talk a little bit about sports betting industry, the media industry, but no, Nick wants to talk about the fucking Mizzou Tigers basketball football team in 2024. This is insane.
I get like 2 likes on my tweets. I have no outlet.
You get 2 likes? That's more than me a lot of times. And I'm putting like hot videos out there and stuff. Like not showing stuff, but I could.
I wouldn't say hot.
I don't know. I could show some nip on there and get a little likeage, but I
could see you starting OnlyFans.
Do you think I can get the most subscribers of any podcast if I just whip these feet out right now?
You probably get people to just donate to charity to get you to stop.
Oh my God, Nick, quit taking your clothes off. My God, what are you doing? Oh wait, I forgot. This isn't an audio podcast anymore. It is video.
No, it is video.
That was the good old days when we could trick people and we could just say crazy shit and be like, "Oh my God, Nick's taking his shirt off," and then he actually did, but you know.
Zook did. I don't think I ever took my shirt off on the podcast.
No, you have. I don't think I ever did.
No.
But I'm pretty sure you've gone topless, and I'm pretty sure I know Zook's gone topless. Big Web's gone fucking topless. Crazy.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
Oh, there's first time for everything.
I don't know I think I'm disappointed. I mean, my father, I had to edit that video of him topless, and I was like, where is my life gone? Where is the content game gone? You know, so Nick, I was actually interviewed on a recent podcast. I was a guest. Yes.
Who the fuck wanted you on their podcast?
Well, hometown guys from my hometown of Columbia, Illinois, have a podcast, and I got an opportunity to talk about my illustrious career, Nick, award-winning career. You know, I talked about this pod. I mentioned your dumbass and said, you know, the one thing I regret is meeting Nick Yahl, and damn it, I wish I could just get rid of that guy.
Of course.
But, you know, it was good. It was a good conversation. I gave you props. I gave Brews props. And that actually, after I did that interview about a week and a half ago, it sparked me to then bring back the TJ Weber Show, which then brought back Brews on the Balcony. And I think, Nick, we could at least promise which we promised that the show would continue back in 2022 in October. We haven't done one since. But I think
No, we should not.
I think we can now promise the people that this will be every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks? What do you think?
I mean, it's up to you. You're a father. You're the one that called it quits in the first place. I said I was ready to go, and you said you couldn't do it. So up to you, man.
What do you mean you're ready to go?
You
talking about Brews?
I jumped at the opportunity.
You did. I was actually shocked. I was very pleasantly surprised that you were as locked in as you were. I figured you would be, but
What do you think I got going on? I'm not doing anything.
That's true. Well, that's obvious. I mean, but I thought you were kind of like too much of a big shot now. You're like, oh, look, I got a big old brand. I'm meeting Drewski and Sugar Sean O'Malley. I can't possibly record a podcast with you. The TJ Weber Show, you serious? I thought you were going to give me shit for that too.
No. Hey, man, we always knew it was your show. I was just the sidekick that makes the funny jokes from time to time.
Oh, my gosh. I can't believe we recorded that. That's insane.
Never got the car that I wanted that you promised me when I first signed on to do this with you. But hey,
that's
here
tough.
we are.
You know, I hope one day
come.
so my plan for this program, and I guess I can kind of explain what this is, what anybody that doesn't know you or me happens to stumble upon this first episode of the TJ Weber Show. So here's what I want to do. I want to have like a variety sports entertainment show, but like I don't want to just pop on and just like talk about topics. I want to have conversations. Sure. So like with you and me, we used to do a podcast called Brews on the Balcony, award-winning show, had about 3 listeners, and on a good day. And pretty much we just would get on, fuck around, have a blast. We had a lot of fun and laughed our asses off. And I said, boom, there's one segment. Another one I got, Nick, a lot of ideas for like games. So I'll give a little, some audience members a little bit of a taste here. I have a game that I play when I'm drunk at the bar with some buddies. It's called the roster game, where you go and they just name a random roster. You have to name 3 players from that roster. And I want to bring on like 3 or 4 people and see how long you can go. And if you can, let's say 2004 Marlins, you have 3 players from the 2004 Marlins, that's 1. The longest streak is like the champion of the thing. And then once you miss one, you're gone. Okay?
Interesting.
Yeah. So this is kind of like, I also got the Yak from Barstool was kind of my my like basis, where they do whatever the fuck they want. And I said, I want to do like something like that where it's not the same thing, but I just come up with ideas and we just do it. We have a trivia contest. We play games. We just hop on, like you and I can react to shit. Like if, Mizzou loses to Kansas like they usually do in basketball, I can hop on and just roast you about
next year.
Mizzou.
Tigers are going to be national champions.
Wow. You want to make a little bet on that or what? A little wager?
No.
Oh,
really.
Wow. See, this is where we go. You can't fucking put your balls on the table. You just sit there, Mizzou's the
I already
best,
lost
Drew
one
Lock.
bet. I still owe you money from – no, I paid you money.
You owe me a lot of things. You owe me an NFL jersey. You still need to sign the board for last year.
I owe you an NFL jersey. I do need to sign the board, but I did pay you out $100. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think you did. I don't think you've paid me one dime in our entire friendship/business partnership.
I think we did.
All right. Well, that's neither here nor there. I mean,
neither here nor there.
I'm raking in the money from the TJ Weber Show. I think I'm actually I'm in the red right now because we just started back.
Yeah.
So I do need that $100 maybe.
We're forever in the red.
Forever in the red. That's Weber Yale Media. Forever in the red. You hate to see it.
No.
We did pretty good.
Definitely. That one thing that happened, we're definitely in the red.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Did we ever talk about that publicly?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, we can say it now. What the fuck? Yeah, so Nick and I have officially shut down Weber Yale Media, took down the LLC. It was a really sad day. Nick was crying. I was like, what a loser. No, it was a sad day. We had a company in California, or what we thought was a company in California, say that they wanted to hire 2 incredible videographers from St. Louis. It seemed legit. And they stole $4,000 from us. So,
$4,000 just down the toilet. Great. Yeah. Let's be honest. We probably would have lost it in our sports bets anyway. So
yeah,
not that big of a deal. But at the end of the day, that one stung a little bit.
I tell you what, it was a hell of a little scheme they had going on there.
Good learning lesson.
Oh yeah, they played the media company or the magazine, and then they also played the modeling agency. Same guy.
Yeah, there were a lot of moving parts to it. It was definitely a good one, but not a phone call you want to receive from the bank.
No. Yeah, I think you guys got screwed. You lost $4,000. We can't get it back for you. Okay. Well, business is up and running. We're looking good. So
Yeah.
Great to
Shit.
see that. Nick, we're smarter than that now. We've really matured since then.
You've grown.
You know. It's
Yeah,
great.
you're a dad now. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I don't know if we talked on the show at all about when's the last time we've done a show together? I guess the football show, but you
When's
and
the last
I
time
have
we've done
done
a show
one.
together before the football show.
Not
Well,
counting
there
from the
was-
50. Yeah.
Not counting from the 50. You had the one time that you called me and Tolly last year in October. No, I think
That was
like
2022.
yeah, that was 2 years ago. That was
That's crazy.
yeah, a year and a half ago, 2022.
Mhm.
Because yeah, I remember that because that was after the wedding I was at in St. Louis.
Nobody cares. No.
No, that just there was a thing I won't talk about on the podcast, but so before then though, I don't remember what would have been the last show that we did. Did we do any? We didn't do any. We definitely didn't do any here in the new house.
Yeah, we did. Brews we moved in here in 2019. We did Brews for 3 more years when we got here. This is
No,
we did
I know
more,
not your house. I'm saying my house here in
Oh,
Dallas.
Dallas. No.
When I moved
no.
to Dallas, was I doing? It was definitely Vegas. So that was what 2000 and shit. I don't even know.
I don't think you did in Vegas. I think you did in Reno, and then when you moved to Vegas, we were still doing football. But I don't think you were doing.
We
Brews.
did a couple. We did a couple in Vegas in the
Okay.
old studio. Remember before we had the brick wall, we had like the Book It Sports backdrop there.
Oh yeah.
Because
Sure.
I remember we were playing. Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? You, me, and Tolly.
That's right.
And we did
Yeah.
like maybe 2 or 3 shows there because I was living in Newport before that, and then Reno. So Reno was the last time we did it consistently, though.
Yeah. I mean, Nick, you've been all over the place. This guy.
Been
I mean,
all
he's
over
been,
the place.
You know, this is good though. It's fun to just catch up. Like I said, you know, Nick and I are gonna talk for this episode, for this segment of Brews on the Balcony, and do our old thing and just fuck around. But also, like, you know, Nick's been, you know, I'll give you a compliment. I hate doing it, but he's been successful in the sports betting industry.
Thanks,
Shout
man.
out, dude.
Sort of.
You guys are killing it. I mean, what do you mean
all right.
sort of? How can you say sort of?
Yeah, we're doing all right. We're chugging along. We got a long way to go.
Long way to go, but doing well. I mean, you got one of the biggest, if not the biggest, star in sports betting right now, and you're managing them. I mean, you're managing him, and a lot of other great creators. Book It Sports. No one's ever seen it. If it's the first time you've come across Nick or me or the show or anything, I mean, if you're into sports betting, Book It's all over the place. I'm sure you've seen
Yeah.
Trent on a lot of videos. And Nick and them have moved from Reno to Vegas to Cali to Dallas now, and partnered with Prize Picks and some big time shit. So I mean, it's cool to know like where we started when we started
yeah.
our show, started our careers, and then to where it's gone now. And now I feel like, you know, we both have had a lot of experience in this industry. More you with sports betting, me a little bit, but then with media, we've kind of been able to both get some good experience and grow a decent following, both of us, you know?
There's been a lot of cool things that happen. I mean, like again, the blowing up with BR betting that you did there for a while, especially the casino videos and stuff, is like I feel like as a solo creator, definitely made a name for yourself as well in the industry and the space, and it's been neat to see all the different creative videos that you've done. Because I feel like we'd always bash our heads together on creative
Oh
videos.
my God.
But I would say we were
Yeah.
probably ahead of our time. I mean, especially with I was telling you about TikTok years before TikTok ever actually even blew up.
Yeah, I was giving you shit
we
about
know
it. I'm like,
that.
TikTok's a waste of time. We got it. And you quoted in saying we got to get on the talk a little bit more, I think is what
We
you
do.
said.
Again,
You were right.
I remember being, I think, at the old apartment before you guys moved into the house, talking about TikTok and seeing where that's gone. So it's definitely been interesting to see over the past few years. You know, obviously with Book It, we built an app, we pivoted into social media content. Now we're building a live network of betting programming, and so it's definitely been an up and down roller coaster for sure with the gang here and everybody that we have on staff. Been a lot of learning lessons for sure. It's been fun
Sure.
to see where everything's kind of gone and the journey we've been on and where we're going to is definitely future still looks pretty bright, which is exciting, and things have been really fun to go all the places that we've gotten to go to and meet all the people that we've gotten to meet in the space and just see where things have gone, you know, from the time that we were again at CBS Sports 920
Mm-hmm.
radio station, radio days, grinding on the old journalism circuit, trying to
Oh
find
yeah.
jobs in whether it was Quincy, Illinois, or St. Louis, or
Jesus.
wherever it was. It was Columbia, Missouri. And now kind of pivoting from that like traditional journalism to the social media type stuff has definitely been fun.
And I think at this point, and maybe I'm wrong, you might disagree, but I think we're on the same page with where the industry is now, with what people are entertained by. Because it used to be, you get a top athlete, top movie star guest, and your podcast was the shit. And don't get me wrong, I mean, the really popular ones, like in sports, pardon my take, the run that they've had for 8 years is insane. But they still get it done. But they also have put a spin on it that's more, people want to hear more about their individual like storylines at Barstool than they want to hear from any athlete. And that's kind of where I got this idea, and where the football show's gone from the 50 that we've been doing for 5 years. People watch for Big Web's rants. They watch for you and me going back and forth. Zook's great insight. But it's just like, everybody says this, but it's like you're hanging out with us. And I think the difference is getting people involved. People want to get their opinions out there too. Like, they don't want to just all the time watch shit and kick back, and sometimes they do. But nowadays, with shows like this, they want to be involved. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where the football show came into play, with like reading stuff from TikTok chat and having phone calls and voicemails. And then the TJ Weber show thing, I'm thinking, all right, what's a fun thing to do where people can, like, again, games, they can play along at home. They can eventually just fucking email me and be a part of it, like building up, different content that's more like relatable to people than me just saying, here's why you should listen to my picks, and here's why the Blues are going to win the Stanley Cup, and RIP Blues, season's over.
Hot take sports guys. Yeah.
I can't stand that. And it's where my career started. Like, I still listen to old audio and I fucking cringe, dude. It's like, it's
yeah,
crazy.
when you're trying to break down the Cardinals, John Mozeliak.
Oh, it was more. See, that's better. Me, it was like, Adam Wainwright starting tonight. He's got an 8.6 ERA. I hope they do well. That's what I sounded like. I actually, part of this show, I need to find old audio. I have it on YouTube, and I'm not going to tell anybody where it is because I don't want it to be.
I'll dig it up and share it.
I'm sure you will. I will pull it up and play it 2 minutes, and you'll be fucking like, you'll be like secondary embarrassment. It's insane.
I mean, we all come from a beginning somewhere, right? I mean, I was pretty good.
Wow, Nick, that was so profound by you.
I was pretty good when I started out. I didn't fuck up too much, but
yeah,
you
had a big head, and mainly just physically, but you also thought you were
physically
pretty good.
And figuratively, yes, of course. Yeah. Only around. You bring out the best in my ego, though, for sure.
I do. Yeah, I like to pump you up. That's what I've been doing for years. I pump you up on this podcast.
I wouldn't say that. But
yeah.
I gotta stand my ground, more or less.
No, yeah, it's a good back and forth we got.
I think you said like 3 nice things about me ever. So
that's not true. I think I've said we did 300 plus episodes of Brews on the Balcony. There's been, and what, another, God, is it 100 football shows? Probably close.
Yeah. My grandma always got mad because she said you're too mean to me.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, your grandma didn't like me very much. Like, that TJ talks too much. I'm like, I am the host of the podcast.
You do have to run the ship.
Yeah, man. It was good. This is why I wanted to bring it back, though. And I think with this segment, I mean, part of it's like I just want to have conversations that I miss having, Like, I think at times Brews definitely ran its course where I was, both you and I were both kind of like, fuck. Like, do we really want to,
sure.
like, not that we didn't want to record, but whether we have something going on, like in our personal life, we were busy, or we just had nothing. Like, nothing.
Yeah, it's hard to pull strings of content, especially like during COVID and when there was not a lot going on. It's like, well,
dude,
the weather outside's pretty,
it's frightful.
Like,
yeah.
You go and like you always have something to talk to your boys about when you go to the bar, but like it's not always something that the world needs to hear.
Never. Or like, well, I moved off this side of the couch and went to that side of the couch yesterday.
Wow,
and
that's riveting
it's
information.
Just great stuff. Yeah, COVID, we had nothing. I think that's when
like,
COVID killed the show. I think COVID killed the show officially.
I remember when we were talking about that when COVID was beginning, like in China, and it was like February, I think, around that time. We're like, oh, do you think COVID's going to come here to the United States? We're like, nah, no shot.
Oh, I thought you said, is COVID going to kill Brews on the Balcony? I thought that's what you were going to say.
When we were talking about, I think it was actually an episode of Bras on the Balcony, also RIP.
RIP, yeah.
But
good times.
Yeah,
a lot of drops. The drops will help that live on here when I get my full setup in a few weeks.
Yeah, no, it will. I mean,
they're
the
all
episodes
back.
always live on. I always tell that to the girls I date. I'm like, hey, if you want to know anything about me, like
I'm a podcast host, baby.
Of a podcast, you will probably find out more information than you wanted to know about me right then and there. Maybe they do. Maybe that's why they never text me back, So
yeah, the podcast feed is still alive and well. It's even at a point where I don't have a login for the hosting site anymore, so I have no idea how to get that off.
So this is just gonna like live on. Where's the TJ Weber show gonna go?
What do you mean? Where's it gonna go?
Like, is it like what platform are you gonna use to upload it?
I already got that. No, yeah, podbean.com, Nick.
Okay,
hell of a production, no free ads, but that's where I run our From the 50 and TJ Weber show feeds now. It's great. We're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. But I tell you what, I wanted to bring this back to do whatever I wanted to do, and I think Brews, when it makes sense, is a show that we'll love doing again. Like, I think it's one of those things too where, I think we put pressure on ourselves, especially when you said during COVID when we had fucking nothing, and it was us trying to
with content.
Well, we tried to be funny, which we were good, but like there were times like now we're just talking, and there was times on that show where we tried to just be funny and we had nothing, and it's hard to be funny for a long time.
You kind of forced it, but
okay, in all honesty,
I set you up and you just swing and miss.
In all honesty, who you think would say was funnier on that show, me or you? I mean, this is an honest conversation. This is like a peek behind the curtain, inside baseball. What do you think?
I thought it was pretty good.
I thought we both you had more drops, but I also had some good zingers. I think
you're funny. Yours more dry humor. My humor is more of like not trying to be funny, but like I'll say more outlandish shit, I would say.
Oh, 100%. And I think my comedy comes from like reactions and the way I react to you saying something or playing a drop. So it's two different types of comedy. I think that's why we worked, though, is it just made sense. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm obviously the best. You can't just sit there and,
You're fine. You're fine. Yeah. We'll give you that.
Thank you, Nick.
Not great, not terrible. Just fine.
Just fine. Yeah.
Just solid.
Sure.
Solid.
I think we have to have Tolly back on here at some point, too.
We do have to have Tolly back on here because I think we do need to play Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader then?
Yes.
To see if you've gotten any smarter than you did when you did not know that Africa was a continent.
That came up on the podcast I was on last week, to be honest with you. I didn't think it would.
I mean, that was a legacy moment of the show, honestly.
It was a legacy moment.
That might be a defining moment of your life.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You've had some stupid shit on there too. I mean, if you want to have a Brews battle on stupidity, you'll win, my man.
I'll win?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. You've had. I can't think of the top of my head, but trust me. You don't want me to go down that road. I will find some good segments of you talking some shit.
Dude, I didn't have that much shit. I'm at least I know. I'm knowledgeable. I think overall record on from the 50. Are You Smarter Than the Fifth Grader? See, it all runs together in my head. The number 5.
Yeah.
I think I held the record on the wins loss there. I would love to know.
Again, that's just not true. Like you're just pulling shit out of your ass trying to make yourself like, I was the best on the show. Like you just weren't. It's just.
Didn't you also not know who William Shakespeare was? Or
I definitely knew who William Shakespeare was. The one that did hurt me, I listened to the other day, was I spelled height with all the confidence in the world, HEIGT, and I was just locked in. And I go, let's fucking go. And Tolly goes.
That happens sometimes when you're like picturing a word and when you're trying to say a word and you're like, no, it's like how you spell it.
Oh my God.
I've definitely done that before.
This is why I cannot wait to get sound effects again so you can hear this, because all the drops and everything we had, like we're gonna be crying, laughing, looking back, dude. Like on all this shit. It's great.
I remember. I'm pretty sure Tolly was sitting there spelling. He's like, no, it's this, and you're like, no, it's not.
Like I said it, HEIGT, and then he's like, that's still not it, bitch.
he's like, nope. You're like, what? Fuck.
And then I go, I didn't say H. Are you serious? Like I was dead serious. I thought I said H. Nope. I listened to it the other day, and I'm like, that's tough luck. This is tough luck.
That's so funny. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they're
Oh
definitely.
my
I definitely
God.
have a couple of those moments too, where it's like
A
you're
couple.
trying to. It's so simple right in front of you, and you just can't see it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. And now it's recorded forever for the world to see. So
Yeah, no,
that's
now
what
it's
we'll
always out
do.
there.
I think what we'll do on this program is obviously talk more about, new things, like do what we used to do, but also talk more about like our lives to a point. I don't really want to talk much about it like we used to. Like I kind of like to keep that stuff private, but like, I'd like to discuss like our business stuff and kind of like where we are in our
sure.
careers. And then also like just fucking stupid hypotheticals. I like to give you shit about Mizzou all the time. But at the same time, like I think we have a good start with next episode. You need to go find old tape of yourself doing like your first broadcasts, and I'll find some of myself, and then we'll play them on the air and like compare and laugh at ourselves. We should do that.
Yeah, I got that for sure. I think there's some
Okay.
still footage of me, MUTV out there somewhere. I wish I had like my first time I was ever on the Ryan Kelly Morning After. I guess it's not the Ryan Kelly Morning After anymore. It's something else, isn't it?
Yeah, they're sponsored by the law firm. Oh my God, Brown and Crouppen.
Oh yeah,
Brown and Crouppen.
Brown and Crouppen. Well, at the time, it was the Ryan Kelly Morning After, and as an intern, getting on there for the first time with the cat and Tim and Doug. Oh man, that was. You want to hear some bad audio? I was so nervous.
Yeah,
hear some bad
same.
audio.
Same.
That was. I had a candy in my mouth, and Doug was just ripping me because I'm like I had like a mint or something like, and I'm like crackling it like into the microphone. Doug's like, "Oh, you got a little candy there, do you?
Are you snacking there, guy? What are you snacking on, bro?
Oh, butterscotch. What do you got there?"
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember I showed Doug my fake ID on the air. I was I think I was 19 or 20, and I showed him my fake ID. Yeah, the Wunderkind. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I still listen to TMA all the time. So the morning after St. Louis radio show in the morning, it's great. TMASTL.com. Those guys are legit. That's kind of how Nick and I like met and became friends and started a podcast and everything. And then obviously like McKernan, who Tim's like the main guy on that show, the host. And he gave me my first opportunity on the air and first internship. So I love those guys.
Give me my first job too.
And Doug, I was able to interview him for a what was it? I think it was some kind of school project at Lindenwood. I interviewed him at KMOV when he was still there, and the cat, Jimmy the Cat Hayes on Fox Sports Midwest or Bally's, whatever the fuck it's called now. Great guy. So yeah, those experiences in radio and broadcasting where it's so neat to see where your career's gone, because like I went from play-by-play to radio, like to doing both, then going to kind of full radio, then like full podcasting and content, and now it's like all content. And I do miss like talk shows though. Like this is why I wanted to do this, because like it's one of those where you want to do it and make money, of course, but this is more for like my entertainment. Like
for sure.
I just like bullshitting with you and bullshitting with people I like, and then also, like I said, if we play games on here and like have fun, like I think it might grow a little bit, and if it doesn't, fuck it. Like this is like kind of my avenue to where if I don't make a dime off of this thing in hopefully 30, 40, 50 years, whatever it is, God, can you imagine me doing this? Brews on the Balcony, 80 years old, Jesus Christ.
It's fun conversations. I always think about that. Like, I would love to have, like, to know what your parents are like at our age now, or especially for, for your children, things like that. Like, now, like, when they don't know any of what's going on, really, anything like that, that's definitely cool to hopefully be able to listen back. I don't know. Technology changes so much, but I mean, I got a jam-packed schedule, but I make time for TJ Weber because
of course you do.
Call me, but you're like, hey, podcast.
I created you, bitch. You know that. You wouldn't have been where you are if it wasn't for Brews on the Balcony, Weber Yale Media, then Book It Sport. Like, that's the whole deal. You owe me like half of your salary.
In retrospect, some of that might be true, but you never call me. But only time I get to talk to you is on a podcast.
Never call you. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Actually, I think I call you more than you call me. Is the case.
Probably.
Actually.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really call
Mr. Big
people.
Shot here.
I don't really call people.
What's the deal with that? What's calling so much fucking easier than texting? It's just better. It just is. That's a debate.
Talk to somebody, but like I'm like I don't know. I just kind of like go through my day. I wake up. I have my morning routine. I go to work. I go work out. I come home. I make dinner. I do my nighttime routine. I'm just like do the same thing.
Don't say
every day.
nighttime routine. I don't like that.
My nighttime routine. You have a
Yeah.
nighttime. You got to get a nighttime routine, TJ.
You put on a face mask and all that for your
No, I do.
pores
I
and stuff.
do moisturize in the evening though. Do moisturize.
Clip that, please. First clip
You
of
got
the
to
new show.
moisturize,
Wonderful.
TJ.
Yeah.
Can't have dry skin, buddy.
I do. You know, I'm old now. I take antacids and shit. Like that's what happens. And
I'm not taking. I probably should go to a doctor. I haven't been to a doctor in God knows how long. But
yeah,
I eat pretty healthy, pretty regimented. But
Yeah.
as we get older, TJ, you got to take care of the body. So a
sure.
little more sleep, drink a lot of water, get a little healthy exercise.
Look at this. Oh my gosh,
All
a little
those
health
things.
care
So
on
I'm
the
feeling
show.
pretty good. My goal is to be in
Wow.
best shape of my life by 30, and we're well on our way there.
Well, there you go. Good shit, man. Yeah, we're
on
both
over
about
there.
to be 30, by the way. Within,
know.
I think I'll probably release this episode sometime this weekend or Monday,
Yeah.
so it'd be like early April of 2024. Nick and I both turned 30 this month, which is wild. Wish you would have came in time for the party buzz, my man. I know you're busy, but
I know. Yeah, I wasn't able to come back or not able to come back for it, but yeah, I'm not really. I don't think I'm coming back to St. Louis until November. I think.
Oh
is
shit!
next-
Wow.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I don't have any plans to come home at all because my family's coming down here to Dallas for the for my birthday at the end of the month, and then not really traveling, just traveling for work for a little bit, but not really trying to travel too much. I may come home in June for my mom's birthday. We'll see,
Mhm.
but yeah, trying to save those coins because it ain't cheap being an adult. So
Hell no.
now that I have my own place, my own apartment, that takes up most of my coins. Otherwise, I would try to come back.
Don't
At
say
least
coins. You
most
said
of my
coins a
coins,
lot.
most of my dollars, most of my.
You got the book at sports speak like ingrained in you now.
Yes, I do. That is
Like
for
I'm gonna
sure.
go, you want to go get McDonald's? I don't know. It's a lot of coin to get a McDouble. It's like
A lot of
three
coins.
McCoin, three
Dude,
McCoin.
speaking
yeah.
of which, not to change the subject at all, but did you see McDonald's release their new menu? This is what we do on the show.
So I saw you guys
side
post like the
Did you see
what do
the
they call it?
post?
The McGangbang or whatever, all that. So I thought that was
they
like
didn't have the audacity to call it the McGangbang. They folded and they said like
chicken burger or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
chicken
something
burger.
dumb.
But TJ, the most shittiest fast food item of all time was probably released on this thing. It is and tell me if you would eat this,
Yeah.
a surf and turf burger. Now,
Uh-huh.
you heard
Fillet of
surf and
fish and
turf.
a cheeseburger?
Yeah, you think of Red Lobster, right? Steak and lobster. That's what you think when you think of surf and turf. Now
Right.
let's make this fast food. It's a double cheeseburger from McDonald's with a fish o filet patty on it.
Oh my god. That's
That is
disgusting.
disgusting.
Fuck yeah, that's terrible. Wait, that
They
didn't
do
make
have an
sense.
apple
Why did I
pie
say fuck yeah?
McFlurry
It's
and-
terrible.
Apple pie McFlurry and a sweet chili junior chicken, which both kind of sound good.
So what's the sweet chili chicken thing? It's got like a salad and a chicken sandwich together. It was weird. What was that one?
Yeah, so it's literally just a McChicken with the like sweet chili sauce on it.
Okay.
But they call it like they mix and match items from their menu together, and I don't
Right.
know, like apple pie McFlurry. They have the apple pie McFlurry, surf and turf burger, right? They
Yeah.
have a double cheeseburger. They have a fish fillet. Chicken cheeseburger is a McGangbang. The sweet chili junior chicken. I don't know what they have that's sweet chili on the menu.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And it looked like a salad on top of it. It
Is
was
it like
weird.
sweet chili?
Yeah.
Like that's a sauce maybe for chicken nuggets that they just put on a McChicken? That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
See, when you
Yeah.
guys posted that, I thought it was like whatever the like man-made one is. Like I feel like that's like an off-menu thing where people that go to McDonald's late night,
Yeah,
like in
right.
college, hammered, created these things and they went viral. And I guess maybe
somebody went-
McDonald's they're actually doing this.
Well, that's what the McGangbang was. That's what the chicken cheeseburger. Yeah, no, this is a real thing. This
Oh,
is a real
cool.
thing.
Nice.
It's a real thing. Surf and turf burger. Though, you think somebody's gone into McDonald's and said, "Hey, give me a double cheeseburger with a fish fillet patty on there"?
God no. Actually, it's had to have happened. Like nobody just like comes up with that. Someone's like probably put that on the internet or
Just a
something.
picture in your head. You're biting into that.
Oh wow.
You're getting fish fillet and you're getting McDonald's double cheeseburger. I'm immediately yakking.
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting.
You want a hot take? I've never had a fillet of fish before.
Okay,
Ever.
now side tangent. Fish fillet is actually really good. Fish fillet,
Don't say fish
Fillet
o fillet. It's fish fillet.
fish fillet. It's called fillet of fish. I think is what it's called. Not fish
God
o
damn it! Yeah, I knew. I was like,
Filet
we're both
o
wrong.
Fish. It
Filet o
didn't sound
fish.
right.
Yes.
Didn't sound right coming
Fish
out.
o fillet.
It didn't sound right coming out. But it actually is good. But on here, I don't know if it comes with the tartar sauce. I can't see in the picture.
Yeah.
Because
Well, you can
that's
always
the
add
fun
it,
issue.
right? I mean, just add it to it. You just get a little side of
Yeah, but like
tartar.
if I want like I'm getting double cheeseburger and then I'm just getting like dry fish in there.
Yeah, that sounds kind of terrible. I feel
This
like
apple pie McFlurry. I might
that
be going to
sounds
McDonald's.
fucking great.
I might be
mean,
going to McDonald's after this.
Oh, so it's already out? Like it's already
I gotta see. I don't know.
okay.
I just saw it on. Maybe it's coming out.
Interesting. I would definitely. I don't think I've ever had a McGangbang. I know it's a thing, but
Never
I'm
taken
interested.
a McChicken and put it in between a double cheeseburger.
No,
try it.
No, I heard it's great. So do you go with the spicy sauce, Nick, or do you go with a little sweet and sour on there? What do you do? What's the play?
On which one?
Or is it barbecue on the McGangbang? What do you do?
So it's just. I wouldn't get either. I would get McGangbang is just the way I do it is
What kind of sauce you put on it?
It's just whatever ketchup and mustard because just take the double cheeseburger, open that bad boy up, slide.
Don't say open that bad boy up.
Slide in that McChicken real nice and press that bitch down and take a big old bite of that.
Now you're missing an opportunity. The sauce takes this thing to the next fucking level. I'm actually kind of disappointed you've never done this. I think the first thing I think is sweet and sour would like absolutely just like come get in my mouth, you know.
On the McGangbang, so you have a double cheeseburger. You're saying put in the McChicken and then add sweet and sour on top of that.
You need a sauce in there. You
So
can't
you
just
got
have dry chicken, dry burger. You need some
but you
sauce.
already got mayonnaise, ketchup, and mustard in.
No, mayonnaise is the worst condiment of all time. Mayonnaise is
No,
disgusting.
It's not.
What's the worst condiment of all time? And mayonnaise is on the list. It's easily top 5.
Worst condiment of all time. We were having this debate the other day in the social team meeting. I think it's got to be mustard. I don't like mustard.
It's not a bad play.
Like mustard by itself. I'm trying to like. I would never have mustard without ketchup. I don't think. Like mustard in things is fine.
What about a brat? You put ketchup on a brat, or you just put mustard on a brat?
Just ketchup. I don't do mustard on brat.
God, you're a psycho. That's wild.
Just mustard on a brat?
Yeah, I'm not against ketchup on anything.
Are you a mayonnaise?
But
on
you have to have
hamburger
mustard
guy?
with it. What was that?
Are you a mayonnaise on hamburger guy? Probably not. You said mayonnaise sucks.
No, but I'll get through it. Like Hardee's does that a lot.
Yeah.
Red Robin does that. Some good spots, but like, no, I don't ask for it. If I can, I'll get it without it. But if it's already included, like, whatever. I'll get through it.
I'm literally trying to see if this menu is out yet or not. Regardless of the fact, McDonald's wild menu, and people have some opinions on it.
Nick, I got real quick. What's the greatest fast food item of all time in your opinion? One thing.
Great question.
Now, this is coming from an interesting individual in Nick Yahl, where before the PGA Championship in 2018 here in St. Louis, we went twice, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
And Nick,
both
one. Days,
yep.
We went to McDonald's. I didn't even know this was a thing. He got biscuits and gravy, and he got a Coke at 8:30 in the morning. And he just the man couldn't have been happier in his entire life.
Shout out Big T. Carries a lot of sentimental value because he was the one that introduced me to biscuits and gravy in the morning, and that's like, it's also very good too. Like,
oh yeah,
like a lot of things my dad ate when I was a kid. I was like, I never really knew or wouldn't get. You know, a kid, you're getting like chicken nuggets or whatever. I think the first time I had the crispy chicken sandwich at McDonald's, the old one, because he would get that, and I tried that, started getting that. Biscuits and gravy obviously is a staple at McDonald's that Big T always ate for a while that I never had, and then I tried it, and I still eat it now, as we know.
Sure.
But the greatest fast food item, I mean, it's hard to put your thumb on one, but one that I'm gonna stick by that's different because a lot of the places, like sandwiches, fries, right? You can get the same thing in a lot of places.
Yeah.
But the one I'm going to go with, and I'm going to lock in my answer because I'm a guy. Not many people are Taco Bell people, but some people are Taco Bell people. Taco Bell, staple of high school. And I got this item on accident one time.
It's a good build-up. This better be the chalupa or something.
Every time I go down. It's now even graduated. It's the Doritos Locos Taco Cheesy Gordita Crunch.
Oh, wow.
Is like the Cheesy Gordita Crunch because they used to have just a cheesy gordita, which I don't think they have anymore. And
Mhm.
I accidentally got, and that's just like the soft gordita shell with all the stuff in it and nacho cheese.
Yeah.
They upgraded, or what I would say is better than that, is I accidentally got the cheesy gordita crunch, which is a taco, meat, cheese, lettuce with like chipotle ranch
Uh-huh.
with cheese grilled around it, and then the
Mhm.
chalupa taco on the outside. And then they upgraded it and replaced the hard taco with the Doritos Locos taco to give it a little extra spice.
Yeah.
The ranch one, TJ, woo-wee. You get a
Great, huh?
ranch, Doritos Locos taco, cheesy gordita crunch.
You get a little
That might
excited there,
be
do you? Yeah.
that might be one of the best fast food items out there.
It's a good one. Mine's way simpler and way shorter story. Big Mac. It's classic. You got to go
Also a
classic.
classic, yeah.
Big Mac. I mean, there's nothing better than that sauce and even the lettuce. I'm not a big lettuce guy, but it's just enough to give it that little extra crunch. You got pickles on there. I love the Big Mac. This is something you don't have to overthink too much. I like your answer.
It's a staple.
But I think of it as when I think of like the best, it's something I'd have to be happy with having every time I have fast food.
Yeah.
And I could get rid of all fast food and have a Big Mac every time. But a close second. Ooh, you know what? I just might have changed my mind. Nick, this might be a hot take, but you know what else is on the list? Raising Cane's chicken fingers. That's
now
on
that
the
is
list.
not. I mean, I don't think it's a hot take. I think it's like, see, that's what's tough. Is because like you got some of the categories that like don't really classify as fast food that have good food,
Right.
like wing places, like Chipotle. Then you got like the fast food, but you have a fast food item like it's like a chicken finger, but it's a Raising Cane's chicken finger.
Oh yeah,
But
that
it's like-
sauce is good.
I think you have to specify like specialty fast food item because that's where like Big Mac, cheesy gordita crunch, those come in. Those are specialty fast food items.
Mm-hmm. I agree
I would
with
say
that.
I would love to know the public's knowledge on this one. What's your favorite fast food item
Yeah.
that exists on the menu? You know,
Mhm.
because there's off menu items too, right? You could take off menu
Oh, yeah.
items and you can make up shit,
Sure.
which is what McDonald's is doing.
Which is pretty smart. I mean, they're kind of running out of ideas. How many more burgers can you make?
Yeah.
You know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. But I think specialty fast food item
It's interesting.
gotta be it.
All right, Nick, last one. Then we gotta go and wrap this up. It's been
Yeah.
a great first
Laura's
episode.
trying to get to dinner.
We've covered we've had a nice sentimental moment to
gambit,
talk about
yeah.
how great we are, how great the run of Brews on the Balcony was. And we talked about our careers, and then we talked about fast food. I mean, it's
TJ,
a
the best
typical
way to-
Brews episode.
The best way to describe this this show and
Mhm.
everything that it has been and everything that it will be is it's a smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord.
It's when your mom's getting rid of all the leftover. She's cooked 4 meals for the week, and it's just everything that's left over in the fridge before it goes bad or whatever's left over. So you got fucking tater tots with biscuits and gravy, which actually kind of goes together.
Yeah, it
But then
does.
you got like meatloaf, and you got like I don't know. You just got a little bit of everything. That's what you get.
Yeah, I like that. This is good.
Doesn't really make sense, but hey, comes
And I'll be
together.
honest, we're not as rusty as I thought we would be. We kind of it's like
No,
riding a bike. You
I
just
can
jump
come-
right in there.
That is one thing. Is like we are consummate professionals, and we can
Of course.
come in and rip a dry show pretty well.
Yeah, that's true. We do what we do. Hey, real quick, last thing. You only can go to one fast food restaurant the rest of your life. Where are you going? One spot.
Probably McDonald's. I'm probably keeping it.
It's not a
simple.
bad play. It's a
Got
safe,
versatile. I get-
play, but it's not a bad
It
play.
works for breakfast, dinner, lunch, late night, dessert. Like you can it covers all the bases.
I
It's
think-
one of the only
yeah.
ones that covers all the bases. Not many fast food restaurants ever do breakfast well. And even if you don't want biscuits and gravy, because I can't even get it down here, you got
Right.
plenty of other options that they do pretty well.
Oh, it's a
McDonald's.
regional thing? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like a regional thing. You can't get it down here in Dallas. Otherwise, I would
Interesting.
go way more often than. It's probably a good thing it's not down here.
Yeah, you get it every day. I honestly, that's a safe play, but I'm a little disappointed in you because I think you missed this one. I think it's Freddy's, and I don't think it's close. Have you had Freddy's before?
Yeah, I've had Freddy's before, but like if you're going one thing to eat, like I don't know, like
Well, Freddy's or Culver's, because here's the way I think about it. Now, Culver's is
Fair.
the all-around best because you got
Yeah.
desserts an A, burgers are an A, chicken sandwiches are an A. So, like, Culver's is a good play, but
Good play.
Freddy's, I mean, steak burgers are insane. I think it's better than Steak and Chicken. I hate to say it. Steak and Chicken's my stomping grounds back in the day.
But if you're
but,
going
man,
fast food, like are you eliminating like? I mean, I guess it's fast food. Does Starbucks count as fast food? Because I mean, shit.
Good question.
I know.
I'll tell you what.
Not a can of worms we need to open.
No. Yeah, well, that could go 3 hours, that conversation. 3-4 hours. I'll tell you what, if you're only getting coffee, you can go to Starbucks. If you get any breakfast sandwich.
You can't get food. That's what I'm saying. McDonald's brings in that breakfast category for food.
Yeah, their coffee just sucks, though. I hate their coffee.
But
it's brutal.
You could also, I wouldn't get coffee at McDonald's ever.
You're not a coffee guy anyway.
Starting to become one. That's a new thing about me.
Oh my gosh! New breaking news. Wow.
I love a cinnamon dolce latte from Starbucks.
Save that, please.
Yeah. I got one like on a Friday after work one time.
I never would have thought of you as the bougie coffee guy ever.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have either. But like I was going to the grocery store last Friday after work, and I just went and got a coffee, and like in the afternoon.
Nice. I love that.
I had a gift card though, so
Congrats. Wow.
That's
blessed.
That's adulting for you. That's what you do for fun. You go to Starbucks and get a coffee because you have a gift card.
$15 gift card to Starbucks. Let's fucking go. We're doing well this week. That's huge.
Go.
All right, man. Hey, Nick, awesome stuff, brother. Appreciate it. Excited. I'm pumped that we got this coming back. And again, hey, if we end up doing more than every 2 weeks, if we do once a week here and there, and then we take breaks, I'm cool with it. But if we don't have to force it, I'm excited about it coming back.
My travel schedule is not too crazy. I got a couple more guys working for us now that are doing a little bit more traveling than I am. So I'm around in Dallas, lots of free time. So happy to jump on and happy to do this. Definitely excited.
Yeah, we'll talk to Tolly too. Try to get him on here in the next.
Definitely gotta get Tolly back in the fold.
Absolutely, it'll be fun. So this has been Brews on the Balcony, and again, you can follow TJ Weber Show everywhere at TJ Weber Show on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. For Nick Yahl, I'm TJ Weber. This has been the TJ Weber Show. Macaroni Steamboat still may be one of the greatest names I've ever heard in my life. Macaroni Steamboat.
Macaroni Steamboat.
Macaroni Steamboat.
Macaroni Steamboat.
Macaroni Steamboat.
Macaroni Steamboat.
Macaroni Steamboat. Macaroni Steamboat. Macaroni Steamboat. Oh, by the way, that's the name of today's show. Macaroni Steamboat.
Macaroni Steamboat.